Nsem-Pii TV nie.
Omahene Kwabena Asante, you're fortunate for questions obisa say. Dachi bi say IGP nyasam na okujina asem Ghana Police Service phone na amonfa omonjuma ho. No mkodom court ho enkase IGP eyo penny nti omoja omojuma ho. Omokwako tiny in spite of moral support to hear the case in court. And that is the example the minority in parliament almost set it, based on the leadership of Kaisel Ato Forsen. The brilliant suggestion was to me by and say, Yanko Philip Paco. I said, Unim se win a game in the stadium. Now, Odin said, obey a third person, obey the 13th man. Spectators. Now, when you did their chanting. Now, when intimidating players, no. Sani ya mbeti me winning game no sana koso ewo Accra High Court and then between Dr. Kaisel Ato Forsen case and no here as facing charges of causing financial loss to the state for to the tune of 2.37 million euros. Yes, the Okofa ambulances and the year procure ambulances for the Republic of Ghana. Omokofa Konkwandaka abroduko entimiene emfa na Godfrey Odame the Attorney General and at the NDC now omodi omani esino so say omobe targeted the professional etiquette, the professional ethics, the professional behavior and the jumedia odi instead of attacking the judges the Supreme Court system no their approach is now attack the prosecutor, attack the Minister of Justice, because no one said attacking the Supreme Court, it doesn't hold water. Attacking High Court judges, it doesn't hold water. Attacking the appeals court judges, it doesn't hold water because we are into power. Some crofona now do obedi juma, but nipa obeti masasano, nipa obeti mi ayene reshuffling, a Minister of Justice. And an Attorney General. Into this time, we must shift focus away from the judges to pressuring the Attorney General, Godfrey Odame. But Godfrey Odame, I should say, he is on face. Starting with chiefs, appeals, and attacks by the minority, attack by the minority chief whip. So, court. And an argument now said one of the first witnesses are. Obe kasa amado Dr. Kaisel Ato Forsen Alex Mode or no your former GMPC boss. In some of the two want to say letters of credit and guaranteeing payment for the terms and conditions of transactions in terms of banks and make sale payments na the government of Ghana but Godfrey Odame and then the based on the terms and conditions of payment, not a letters of credit, acceptable means of transaction by the client, that is Big C trading, into trial via letters of credit, which we are the Republic of Ghana and also Ojitumo. And Alex Modus also the two was said, now Dr. Kaisel Ato Forsen will need the necessary authority to enter into a transaction on behalf of the Republic of Ghana because whom send the boss, Minister of Finance, said I directed Dr. Kaisel Ato Forsen so on through any form of letter. Now, so 2.37 million euros went on behalf of the Republic of Ghana from a letter from Dr. Kaisel Ato Forsen. And meantime, the Attorney General is charging the now minority leader of the NDC for that transaction. Now, on Pimo Court, now Alex Moore, instead of a sound, so maybe I would witness on behalf of my client, on my excuses say our travel arrangement. And Godfrey Odame and draw the attention of the judge. Obabe Ajani case, pending the appearance of the witness of the accused. And of drawn attention, say each and every time they have Ajani case, a defense witness for and a Nsem-Pii our court. And Aziz Bamba, the lawyer of Dr. Kisela Toforse in the ambulance saga case, there's been instances of prosecution witness and the 80-man BP, your Kai Tama, now Minister of Health. Then the now Minister of Health, Mr. Jemai, Honorable Jemai, went to man BP more cause. A lot of banter. Oh, Nana, your friend say, members of Parliament, NDC on support Dr. Kisela Toforse started say to say they were in the floor of the Parliament. And judge the gavel and boho 3 times as air kai almost say, aha, and yes, on the floor of Parliament. So I grown on with deep with the floor of Parliament and in the courtroom. And on by yeah, Anna, no, in the courtroom. And settle down now or encourage you say, so no person will back courtroom is allowed. But in terms of the discipline, different in the High Court room. Inti judge make that clear to the NDC MPs. Backing Dr. Kisela Toforse in court. Lawyer Paul Adob-Oche and the letters Attorney General Etroye in reply of Domahene and the NDC for recent attacks on the professional behavior of the Attorney General and so by Yadi Anon Ebene Ebertwaso Nam from the trend the NDC and the minority or move away from attacking the court of Ghana to that of the Attorney General. Now you're running up with the Omahene Kwabena Santi can say they should stop being childish. Now they should allow the courts and the laws of this country to work. Yankuti lawyer Paul Adob-Oche in reply of Attorney General's letter or the Domahene and that pressure groups are starting mounting pressure on the Attorney General's work in fighting for justice for the Republic of Ghana.
That's what he did. Don't cover it up. Don't beautify it and say Oba and Nsem-Pii. Odi atro. Omenyemonya for no Oba no. A krata na electoral commission the man no. Odi atro. Wo krata no do. Odi atro. And yes, Nsem-Pii. Don't say it's Oba and Nsem-Pii. You see, this is the kind of thing. What is Nsem-Pii? You know what it is. Odi atro. He was untruthful. He was untruthful to the electoral commission. That's what it is. He was untruthful. Yes, he won the elections. I was there. Congratulations to him. He won the elections. It doesn't take away from the fact that he was untruthful on the document. If we want to build a society and a democracy, are we going to protect people who have been untruthful when the law says you should say it this way, he says it the other way, and we are protecting him because he's our party member? No, we can't say that. We can't say that. Benkuto, I beg you, Domahene, Pipaucho, Udiatro, and Nsem-Pii, Udiatro. That's the story. Say it well. Some people on media say they say the truth. This is the truth. Udiatro. That's what happened. Anybody who says don't prosecute Achikwesin, they always struggle for words. That's why he's struggling for words. He's using sounds. Oba Nsem-Pii. Nsem-Pii, Udiatro. Udiatro wakratano do. Udiatro. Achikwesin. Udiatro is an honorable man, no doubt about that. I respect him. Congratulations for his victory. But the fact is that he was untruthful. Adamu Sakande too was untruthful. May he rest in peace. He was jailed, he died. We all cried because we like him. It doesn't take away from the fact that the evidence that he gave to the court was untruthful. This is the Attorney General's response. Now, you see the decorous nature in which he ended that interview. The guy says, Domahene has said something. He says, no, I can't talk about it. I'll go back to the office and we'll issue a proper statement. That's how to deal with it. See the way he addresses Domahene. He doesn't mention him, but see the way he addresses him in this. Go on. Now, this is the story. The Office of the Attorney General and Ministry of Justice has observed with serious concern the increased tendency for various persons. Now, this is Domahene he's talking about. Various persons, including members of the legal profession of considerable standing. It's Domahene he's talking about. You see how respectful he is? It's Domahene here he's talking about. He says, including members of the legal profession of considerable standing. That is Domahene, a high court judge, a justice of the Superior Court of Judicature, sits down and says the Supreme Court was wrong. Oh, Wow, why? 2023, 30 years of democracy. A high court judge goes into a public forum. I don't know whether he's seeking applause. He got some applause. I don't know whether he's being sentimental. A high court judge. If you were in England, a crown court judge, and then you say the House of Lords was wrong, that you would have ruled differently. King Charles will summon you to Buckingham. That will be the end of it. How do you do that? Including members of the legal profession of considerable standing, to run extremely prejudicial commentary on cases pending before the courts. He goes on. The cases which have been the subject of unwarranted public commentary include, but are not limited to, Republic versus Jachi Kwesin, Republic versus Dr. Stephen Opuni and 2 others, the Republic versus Kesela Tuforsen and 2 others. The Attorney General goes on. Whilst respecting the freedom of all persons in Ghana to comment on any matter, including cases pending before the court, the Attorney General and Minister of Justice takes note that much of the recent commentary on many of the so-called high-profile criminal cases transgresses permissible limits of free speech. Great work. This is democracy. Have you heard the Attorney General says that the kinds of things you are saying, it transgresses the permissible limits of free speech? You can't talk like that as a high court judge. Abba. Those comments unduly interferes with the work of the state prosecutors performing their constitutional function of prosecuting crime in Ghana, and tends to put unnecessary pressure on the courts. Precisely so. The state prosecutors are doing their work. You have the right to defend yourself. The criminal trial is for the defense. They can do anything they want. They can go up and come down, go to court of appeal, come back. They can have so many interlocutors. The court will entertain it, because the wheels of justice, they say, turn slowly. So the prosecution, the defense have every right. And so you don't have to make such prejudicial comments as a high court judge. 2, the Attorney General respectfully reminds Ghanaians of the principle of equality of all persons before the law, enshrined in Article 17(1) of the Constitution. No person living in Ghana, citizen or non-citizen, is above the laws of Ghana or immune from an application of same. No person is above the laws of Ghana. So because he is Jachi Kwesin, and especially because he won a beautiful election last Tuesday, suddenly we should, oh no, it's okay. How are we going to explain it? That he did it, that he didn't do it, that he did it, but he's a big man. That, oh, he did it, but he won the election. Really? Is that how they do it? He did it, but he won the election. So because he won the election, Charlie, let the guy go. In fact, he won the by-election. They said he wasn't a member of parliament. The Supreme Court removed him, and he went back and he won the by-election. So that he's no more within the law. He's now above the law. As I've been repeating this evening, 275 members of parliament filled the same form. Are they prosecuting all of them for the same thing? Has any of them received any letter from the police? Has any of them received any letter from the Electoral Commission? Has any of them received any summons from the Attorney General? All of you fill the same form in the same manner. Why are all of you not being prosecuted? I sincerely hope that the Right Honorable Doajawo is watching the program. Sometimes he watches. Honorable Doajawo, if you are watching the program, I know you. Can you talk to your people? I mean, all of them fill the form. All of them fill the form. Why is only one person being prosecuted? What did he say on the form? Then Domahini says, "Na basa bina asembi." Oh dear, tro. That's the point. Okay, let's continue. Let's deal with it. Number 3, the Attorney General's constitutional responsibility for the initiation and conduct of all prosecutions of criminal offences implies a duty to prosecute a crime committed in Ghana after proper investigations have been conducted, irrespective of the political, race, color, ethnic, religion, economic, or social status of the culprit. I like this. He says the responsibility implies a duty to prosecute a crime committed in Ghana after proper investigations have been conducted, irrespective of the political, race, color, ethnic, religion, economic, or social status of the culprit. The state's attorneys assisting the Attorney General in the performance of this hallowed constitutional mandate operate under extreme pressure and are exposed to severe risk. they have the right to prosecute cases freely in a court of law, just as private legal practitioners enjoy a right to defend their clients free from abuse and attacks on their character. In the same way,